Hi, Paul Sack. It's Good News Planet. I'm here with Amy Brown, DJ Amy Brown. Hi, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So we're going to talk about very important the project that you're involved with. I love the name of in the series where goodness grows. We love the word goodness since we're good news, and where you're a co-host of iHeartRadio's. We love iHeartRadio. Okay, our friend Bob Pittman over there, the Bobby Bones Show, right? And we're going to speak about Land O'Lakes. We like and love Land O'Lakes, and we love our farmers in America. And we're going to talk about some inspiring stories of where you have I'd say, a wonderful opportunity to feed people here in America. So please share it with us, and thank you for doing it. And thank you for coming out and speaking about it.
Well, thanks for having me. So I'll start with what Where Goodness Grows is all about. And it's just a way to highlight these dairy farmers that are working super hard to keep our food supply chain strong and really create a connection with the everyday person and the dairy farmers. So when you go to the grocery store and you grab some Land O'Lakes off the shelf and you put it in your cart, you don't just like do it and not think about the people behind it. Like if you see an episode, I feel like you'll grab it, put it in your cart and be like, oh, this is so cool. My friends at Where Goodness Grows, like I know these people that helped put this on the shelf, so then I can then use it to make really amazing things for my family. And there are families right now that aren't able to go to the grocery store or shop for their family like they would like to. So we partnered with Feeding America, and for every comment or share that an episode gets, a pound of macaroni and cheese is donated to Feeding America for a family in need.
Uh, and that mac and cheese seems to be the superstar. My grandkids are eating more of that than anything, and I try to grab a little when they're not watching. So, but this is wonderful, and so and we've done a lot of stories about farmers and American farmers, and over the years, quite a few. Actually, I'm named after Paula, who my aunt had a farm in Elmsford, New York, and my grandfather sold eggs, and my other grandfather was a butcher. So we come from sort of a family of, I won't say such big farmers or cattling or whatever, but it is the heart of America, as they say, and always the farmers are always so concerned about the people around them. So how did this whole project begin? Do you know the background on it?
Well, Land O'Lakes is farmer owned. So, really just a way to connect them and celebrate their hard work. I mean, that is what we create. Well, that's the purpose of it. That's what I show up when I'm hosting an episode. I'm showing up to make that connection and highlight all their hard work. And they really have some compelling, incredible stories. Their work ethic, yes. I mean, I feel like that's a given. If you think of any farmer and rancher, you think, oh, they have this amazing work ethic. They're up before anybody else and they're going to bed after anybody else. And they're doing that so that we can put food on the table. I mean, without them, I mean, think about it. I wouldn't know how to do half this stuff, but they're incredibly smart and innovative, technologically savvy, which a lot of people may not know. And they're really evolving with the times and growing their farms in a sustainable manner, which I think is super awesome. And they're just trying to build something to pass down to the next generation. That's another thing I love about farmers is a lot of these people that we've been speaking with, or families that we've been speaking with, I guess I should say, their grandparents or their great grandparents started the farm. So it's fun to see them still growing and evolving and making it better.
And so where do we see this, and how do we get involved? And can you give us an example of some of the wonderful experiences that you have had so far?
Well, I love, love, love that some of the farmers have invited us to kind of virtually sit around the table with them because they've shared with us family recipes and I've made them and we get to eat them during the episode. So that's fun. So I actually decided to share a family recipe of my own. It's a macaroni and cheese recipe. So, food is love. So we're connecting with people. And even though it is virtual, we're giving people some recipes to try out for an even bigger connection. When they cook it, they'll think about an episode of Where Goodness Grows. And all you got to do to watch one is go to Lando. Oh, sorry. I don't know. It's facebook.com/Lando Lakes. I got ahead of myself. Facebook.com/Lando Lakes.
I love their name anyway. It's a great Land Lakes. It's just yay. So that's how they find it, and they do on
Yep.
Facebook. They go for the share to their community,
Yep.
right? And hopefully they have the 5,000, and they send it to all 5,000, right? And this is starting to be bigger, and then those 5,000 send it to their 5,000, right?
Oh, well, yeah, that would be amazing.
So
Yes,
that
because
so
for
this is
every
good,
share or
everyone.
comment,
So get
yeah.
involved. And so do you have an example? I think they're going to show some B-roll here. I don't know where they're showing that, but is that an example of your recipe, or I don't really know what that is. I might have missed that in what the information they sent me. They're going to show some video, I think, during our interview.
Oh, okay, awesome. I'm not sure what B-roll they sent to show in, but
Oh,
I
okay.
did share my recipe. So, and it is the best macaroni and cheese on the planet. So, I mean, just by looking at it, I think people will want to make it.
All right, so let's get to the bottom of this. If you're able to share this recipe, give me a little hint. I mean, show some love here. So what's in your recipe?
Well, it's got several different kinds of cheese. A lot of times, macaroni and cheese might just be like, oh, okay, you use this one thing. But of course, we've got Land O'Lakes butter. Only use the best when doing that. It's baked in an iron skillet, although you can do it in a regular dish, but something about the iron skillet is awesome. And it is baked in the oven. It's not just made on the stove top. And the variety of cheeses and the salt and the flavor, like it just all goes perfectly. I remember when my uncle was making it for the first time, I was like, what? And then you add that cheese and then more cheese. And he's very specific in how you layer it and how you fold things in and the order in which you do it. And then you top it off with American cheese on top and it really put it in the oven and it's got a little crispy top and it's so good.
I have to say something. I'm happy you said so. This, in essence, your uncle sort of came up with this concept, yes, and you've adapted it to yourself.
Yeah, no, no, I didn't adapt it at all. It's been a family recipe. We've been doing it the same for years. I think he got it from someone in his family and he lived in Alabama. So my sister and I gave the recipe a name because he didn't really have one. So we call it Alabama mac and cheese yo. And it really is some of the best mac and cheese. Adults and kids love it as well. And it's got a little protein in it because there's some eggs. So you can feel like you're getting a well-balanced meal, even if that's all that you eat.
I have to say, just for the fun of it, as a man, it's not, we always saying, well, it's grandma's recipe. Men don't ever,
Yeah.
men is like, it's my uncle's recipes doesn't really usually hit the top of the charts, but there are a lot of men chefs. So, but somehow there's recipes. Oh, maybe they do get carried on. So what interested you in becoming a DJ? Now that's pretty cool.
Oh, well, I've never had a problem talking. So growing up, I don't think I probably had more aspirations, quite honestly, because I have an ag degree from Texas A&M, more aspirations of working in ag somehow or being a farmer or rancher or marrying one or something. I would have to marry into the business and they could teach me all the things and I would figure it out. But I went a different route. I met Bobby Bones. We became friends and he wanted, speaking of everyday people, he just wanted someone that had actually no radio training at all to join him on the show so that we could be like a bunch of friends around microphones and people could feel like they are listening to friends talk when they're driving in their car. So similarly with this, that's what I want the feel for Where Goodness Grows to be. Just when you're watching it and you're meeting these farmers and you're hanging out with me, it's just like you're you're learning, but you're hanging out with your friends.
Last quick question, then we got to go. What is peace for you? Where do the World Peace Day concerts and so on and so forth? What's peace for you? What makes you peaceful?
Gratitude, for sure. I feel like life can be hectic and chaotic and feel not very peaceful, especially here in 2020. But if you can sit and reflect and be intentional about gratitude, then it can be very calming. It can calm the noise for sure.
Where goodness grows. Congratulations. This is fantastic. Thank you very much for spending some time with us. Country. Yay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Great job.